Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, then you kind of wonder, because there's a whole lot of things you all could be doing on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So the fact that you're taking your health care serious means a great deal. Let me start by thanking Pastor for allowing us into your home. I appreciate you. And let me tell you how this happened. Ms. Newkirk and I were in Congresswoman Karen Bass's backyard at a function. Ms. Newkirk said, and I turned around, she said, and I came and sat next to her, and she said, Obamacare. I said, yeah. So we had a very lively conversation. She says, let me tell you what I want to do. I want to have an event, but I don't want it to be just about a bunch of talking. We need to make sure that our community gets enrolled. I said, I completely agree. And so in Congresswoman Bass's backyard, when a whole bunch of other stuff was going on, we plotted about today. She wanted it to happen like that next week. And I said, well, I'm in the middle of something, and it's called an election. So if you just give me a minute, we can roll it out as soon as possible. So I tip my hat to Ms. Newkirk for her vision and her commitment to her congregation, her church, her community, to make sure that we have a space and time. Thank you. I'm very excited about today because a number of us have been asked by leadership in the legislature to have, town halls. And I said, I am not going to have town halls and expect people who have historically been locked out of the healthcare system to wake up and say, I'm going to show up someplace at 10 o'clock to talk about healthcare. That's not how to organize. And in our community, we know how to organize. And so what makes today different is you're not only going to get information from the people who have the information, but you're going to have tangible experience with application assisters who will walk you through the process. Because as simple as we've attempted to make it, it's not that simple. And the computers are having a bit of a situation, as we all know. So we're going to move beyond that and really talk about how people get enrolled. It's about brass tacks. Now, you all have a job today. And your job is to not sit here selfishly and take the information just for yourself. All of you are connected. You are connected to social organizations. I see some Deltas in the house. I see some Jack and Jill members in the house. You are connected to homeowners groups and associations. You are connected to family and friends. You are connected to colleagues at work. You have multiple connection points throughout LA County. And so your job today is to not only listen in terms of information that will help you, but information that you know will help your friends, neighbors, colleagues, co-workers. Fair enough? So the expectation is that you go out and touch, I think it's reasonable to ask you to touch 5 people. Isn't that reasonable?
Yeah.
That you share the information with a minimum of 5 people who will benefit from this historic piece of federal legislation that we have the unique opportunity to make happen here in LA County. With that, I'm going to ask Supervisor Ridley Thomas, Chair of the Board of Supervisors, to come forward and talk a little bit about how the Affordable Care Act is going to impact LA County, which is the health safety net for our community. Supervisor, will you join us?
I think we should begin by giving Senator Holly Mitchell a big round of applause. For her leadership. We thank her, and we certainly want to acknowledge the pastor of the Trinity Baptist Church, Reverend Tunstall. Thank you for your hospitality.